What is up, Vape fam? Joe of All Vapes here, coming at you from the PNW. It's a lovely day outside. Figured I'd kind of switch up the review format just a little bit. I'm actually moving into a new house here pretty soon, a little bit closer to the area that I grew up in. So a bit of a transition right now, but you know what? It's a beautiful day, and I figured I'd share just a little bit of this lovely weather for you for a change. Get out, breathe a little bit of fresh air. But we're talking box mods today, guys. So Raff Mods, personal friends and my sponsor, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, maybe not, you know, but hey, we're talking quality right now. I don't get biased until I find something that I really dig, you know what I mean? But if you've ever heard of Raff Mods, they're some of the best independent contractors for personalized custom box mods you can possibly find. Now, if you have heard of their Ranger model box mod, especially if you've seen the review on their Ranger that I did a little while back, you know it's an awesome box mod, regulated, series or parallel depending on how you want it done. Hammond boxes, personal engraving. You can kind of see the little Cadet engraving on the front side right here, and then on the back, let's see if I can catch the sun right. Boom, number 41 right there, baby. So I got an early model. I'm really happy for this one, but this is their Cadet model, unregulated bad boy. This thing burns up like you would not believe, okay? So series build, Hammond enclosures, and inside outside powder coating done on the box, and whatever color you want. They've got a vast array of colors, pretty much tickle whatever fancy you got. Interior voltmeter tells you the voltage output. Now, because it's a series build and a dual 18650, you're going to get an output of about 8.4 volts. Now that's minus whatever voltage drop due to usage, and you can kind of see it right there. This one's in blue, okay, and of course you've got the exposed illuminated. Boom, you can't really see the light on that one. It's an illuminated exposed fire switch right there with the interior on-off switch right there. Now, same Raff Mods quality as within the Ranger. Everything, look at that. Everything is 100% concealed. Now, I'm gonna take out the batteries out of this bad boy. Okay, now you're getting, you see the little Raff Mods going on in there. Interior, 3D printed battery sled. Everything is in-house. Say hello to Tank, the vape cat. Number 6 out of 7. I know I lost count after a while. This is an untreated Hammond box, so you're going to get just a little bit of lean out of this bad boy, but nothing to get in a twist over. We're going to put our batteries back in this bad boy, and we're going to fire it up. And then we're going to talk about safety measures. Always about the safety measures. Now, here's the thing about unregulated. A lot of people, and from the very get-go when I started getting into unregulated mods, really like to bust down the ohms so they can raise their resistance. Thing is with this guy, because it is a series build, okay, you're working off of a MOSFET switch right here, so everything is regulated solidly as far as that is concerned, but you're getting a massive amount of power output out of this bad boy. This fires it up, let me tell you. So, got to know what you're doing with an unregulated box. And I'm talking about Ohms Law, people, and I am going to put an Ohms Law calculator in the description below so you guys can do a lot of the calculations for yourself and just kind of self-educate. But the one thing that I do want to emphasize, and I have done reviews on other unregulated and regulated mods before, I've given you some of the resistance ranges. It's really best to keep the Cadet within about 1 ohm down to about 0.4. That is pretty much the safety zone. And even a little bit before 0.4 would be best. With unregulated mods, people love to just bust down the ohm so they can raise the resistance and just get clouds for days, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessary, especially when you're talking terms of safety. Now, with the amount of heat, the amount of power that goes through a coil in this bad boy, you got to know what you're putting on it as far as builds or aftermarket. Now, I've got my Heracles sub-ohm tank here by Sense. This is, I believe it's a 0.6 ohm coil, but that's regulated anywhere between 70 at the lowest wattage to 100 and maybe just a smidge over that. So I'm still getting a decent amount of burn, and with a good fresh set of freshly charged batteries on this guy, you're still getting a really warm vape. So even with my Sense going up to 100 watts, and I have been vaping on it just a little bit, so it's not top charge right now. You can't hold down the fire button for an indeterminate amount of time, because eventually it will heat up the coil so hot it won't really burn it, depending on the resistance. And like I said, I've got a high-ish resistance on this, but the heat will sort of get to the point where it will start to just singe it just a little bit. So you're going to suffer flavor, and of course after a while you're going to end up suffering your coil. So I wouldn't recommend, as far as personal builds are concerned, going any smaller than about a 20 gauge wire on that bad boy. And again, anywhere between 1 ohm down to about 0.4, I think you're really keeping it within the safety zone. So play around with that. Whether it's a single, whether it's a double coil, make sure that you've got a good quality RDA on this bad boy, so that you're still enjoying some decent flavor, great cloud production, as well as taking solid advantage out of a box this big. So I know a lot of you guys out there are saying, like, dude, that's like putting Formula F1 tires on a Volkswagen. I want to crank this bad boy up and get the most out of it. Well, yes, it's unregulated, and yes, you can hit the high resistances, but why damage the guy? You know what I mean? You want to prolong the use out of something this good, okay? Now, first of all, let's talk price. This is only 80 bucks, okay? Unbelievable price, okay? Melanie and Mike Rafferty, good friends of mine, really decent, down-to-earth folks. They definitely know what they're doing in terms of custom box mod creation. That's pretty much all Mike Rafferty does, guys, okay? They're as big a nerds as me, so I love them for it. So they definitely have done their research, done a little bit of their homework. They know what they're getting into. Getting a little warm out here, man. This is a non-characteristic summertime for the PNW. It did just rain, so at least we're giving us a little slice of home, you know what I mean? But for 80 bucks, a personalized, custom, unregulated series build dual 18650, you're gonna have fun with this guy, let me tell you. And they do have a lot of sales for this too. So I think they had a 4th of July sale, and as well as they have kind of their oops editions, basically their little derp editions. If you go onto the website, raffmods.com, sometimes it'll have a little nick or a scratch or something like that. But I mean, let's be realistic here. You're gonna have this thing in your pocket, you're gonna have it in your vape bag, in your backpack, you're gonna have it in your purse for the ladies, in the glove compartment, whatnot. It's gonna get scratched, it's gonna get nicked eventually, okay? Both the Raff Mods Cadet as well as their Ranger mod right here, this is my bad boy, this is my go-to mod. Okay, both of these, awesome boxes, okay? This will be pretty much your go-to box mod as far as anything is concerned, okay? 150 bucks for a regulated Ranger, and 80 bucks for an unregulated Cadet. Both of these amazing quality. As you can see, varied color, both about the exact same size, completely flush, Hammond boxes, perfect builds. And guys, I've tried a ton of different mods. Okay, I've got a little under 20, and I'm surprised that it's only that much that I have, but you know what, I ain't done yet. So here's what I want you guys to do. Go on to Raff Mods onto Instagram, check out their pictures, check out all the deals, the discounts, the shots, a couple shots of yours truly on there, and just give them a little bit of love. I know you're gonna dig their page and the representation of everything that they sell. When you're done doing that, go into raffmods.com, check out the different colors and deals that they have for the Cadet as well as the Ranger. Like I said, it'll give all the information in there. It'll give you the prices. You'll be able to check out their derp versions in case you just want something that's about 20 bucks cheaper. For 60 bucks, you can get a derp version Cadet, maybe a couple of bubbles in the paint, a couple scratches here and there. But you know what? They do not slouch on the quality of the craftsmanship and the build of these boxes. So you're getting the exact same quality with just a few minor little aesthetic details. You know what? And hey, man, I've got aesthetic issues. You know what I mean? The older we get, the stronger our skin gets. You know what I mean? But you are going to absolutely love this box mod. So a few of the little incidentals, like I said, Hammond box, interior voltage meter with an interior on-off switch, spring-loaded 510 connection, so you're not going to have to worry about any voltage connection loss through that, or any issues as far as quality is concerned. 3D printed battery sled with pull tab, and a total of 8.4 volts on the output, minus the voltage drop as far as the series 18650 build is concerned. So awesome to you, Raff Mods. Love you guys. Once again, you guys are vape fam for life. If you dig this review, I've got some more coming up throughout the entire year. Do not worry about August 8th, folks. Business will resume as usual. I guarantee it. You have my word. This is nothing more than a bump in the road. If everybody just plays nice and stays compliant, we'll get through this. You know what I mean? This is just nothing more than... American history repeats itself, guys. These issues come up from time to time. I ain't going to get too deep into it, but you know what? There's so much good that's going on in the vape community right now. You know, we got plenty to look forward to. So this is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in the lovely vaping sky, wishing all of you stay humble, love yourselves, love each other, and you keep it cloudy with a cadet. Not the same crescendo, but later.